Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren and today, well, it's the next couple days for me. For the next couple days, but for you today, it's movie magic. I am going to be attempting to do the 24-hour reading challenge. Now, I've seen it kind of going around and it looks super fun, and it just seemed like a fun little challenge to give myself. So today is the first day of the challenge. It is Thursday, February 22nd. And I'm gonna be keeping track on my phone, just like on the little timer app. That's what I've seen people doing. But I thought it would just be kind of fun to go around and see how long it actually takes me in like an average weekend. So I kind of start counting Thursdays as like a weekend, just to kind of make it a little bit more fair on me and not have to read like 12 hours on the weekend. So that's not gonna happen. But I just wanted to come here and just like kind of update you with what I'm starting to read with. Let me pull up my Kindle app because I cannot remember the name of this book for the life of me. Goodreads is probably better. Okay, so I wanted to start out with the book that I'm reading on my Kindle right now. It's an ARC that I got from NetGalley. I'm like sort of enjoying it, but because it's an ARC and because I need to review it on there, that's kind of the only reason why I'm reading it. I would not have picked it up otherwise. But it is Just for the Summer by Melody Carlson. So currently I'm about 55% of the way through that one. And so that one's on my Kindle and then also obviously on my phone. I've been going to the gym more recently and I'm not like comfy enough to take my Kindle with me and use my clicker. So instead I like use my phone on the Kindle app, and then I got one of those like TikTok scrollers. And so I'll turn the pages. I think I am gonna end up counting that towards my 24 hours. That's the ebook. And after that, if I finish that one, I'm pretty bound and determined to read, what was it? Curse of True Love or something like that by Stephanie Garber. I think that's her name. I've been wanting to read that one for a while, and so I really want to get to that this month because I think I'm really gonna like it. The other book that I'm currently reading is This Spells Love by Kate Robb. So you can see I have less than 100 pages left. But according to Bookly, it will take me about 2 hours to read that. I think according to Bookly for the Just for the Summer, it will take me about an hour and a half or 2 hours, maybe 3, something like that. And then I want to just kind of talk about like what books I wanted to read. So kind of like my hopefuls for this, because I think I can finish them within these 24 hours and then kind of reassess. I've had a bad day and it's only 9 a.m. It's been a rough one. It really has. But so I did a Target and a Starbucks run. Because I'd been thinking about it for 2 weeks. Like, should I get it? Should I not? Should I get it on ebook? Should I get it from the library? Blah, blah, blah. So I checked my Target app because I needed creamer and bagels. So I had to go to Target, and my feet just led me to the book section, obviously. So I picked up Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I've seen a couple other people reading this and it just looked so good and their reactions to it were so good. Yeah, it made me really want to read it. I think it's like some type of fantasy. They said it was kind of like fantasy Hunger Games. Everybody who's read it said it was really good, and also the cover is freaking gorgeous. I'm gonna get the sticker off, don't worry. But so the plan is to finish on my Kindle Just for the Summer, and then start on my Kindle Once Upon a Broken Heart. And then in physical books, my plan is to finish reading This Spells Love, hopefully tonight. Like I can finish it tonight probably. And start Powerless, because I'm in need of a fantasy. I'm in need of one. I kind of want to get off this planet. So yeah, it's supposed to kind of be a chill, low-key weekend. I would include the audiobook I'm listening to, but I don't think that's fair for me to include in my own 24-hour reading challenge where I make up the rules. So I will not be including it. I'm sure like as I get through the other books, I'll kind of have more books that I want to start. I think within 24 reading hours, I can probably completely read like 4 full books, I'm assuming. Now 2 of those are fantasies, so that always slows me down. I have a couple other like physical rom-coms that I want to read, and then I want to read the next one in that Lucy Score series. What is it called? Things We Never Got Over, or Knock 'Em Out. The Knock 'Em Out series. I want to start reading the second one. So that one's pretty hefty too. So that's kind of the plan. This is day 1 check-in, see how I go. This weekend, I really don't know what's going on. Everything's kind of up in the air and like really chaotic right now. Like really chaotic. So I don't know if I'll be working this weekend or not, even though I technically shouldn't, but like you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna read the books and I'll check in with you like later today to see kind of like where I ended up. Hopefully I can get to about 3 hours today, and I'm not counting what I already read this morning. So yeah, starting now. What is today? Today's Friday, the 23rd. 23rd. Happy Friday, guys. Okay, I just want to like come clean about one thing. Yeah, I did not finish The Spell's Love last night. I went and I got my hair done in the afternoon, and so I had a glass of wine. And then I came home and my boyfriend got us sushi. And then we just turned on Netflix. Like that's what you do when you eat. And wouldn't you know it, Love is Blind came out with season 6. There went my evening until 9:30. I kid you not, 9:30 at night. I'm only like slightly disgusted by myself. I ate way too much sushi and I really didn't read. But I stayed up until like 10:30 or 11. So my total time for yesterday was about an hour. Because in the middle of having my little breakfast, I had to run out and do some work stuff, and so I didn't get to like get to where I wanted in the book. Today, this morning, trying to be a healthy girly. Trying really hard, and it's hard to do. So anyways, I went to the gym. This is a new thing for me, and I'm not doing my audiobook situation at the gym now. I take my phone, so I have like a really large, I have a huge phone. And I put it up while I'm on the treadmill, and I'd been like using like my finger just to click on Kindle, you know, to swipe. I'm not brave enough to take my Kindle in with its clicker. But anyways, I got like one of these like little TikTok-y. It's supposed to be used for TikTok, which like, oh my God, that's embarrassing for humans. Come on, focus. There we go. And so they've also adapted it so you can use it on the Kindle app. And it like charges. It's like cute. $20. This was my first time like using it in action. I'm on the treadmill for about an hour. Today was 45 minutes. Like it worked. It gave me a couple hiccups, so I don't know how to feel about it. But I did get, in between all the hiccups and in between work contacting me, I got about like 30 minutes of reading in on just the summer, or just for the summer, or whatever that one is. As of 2:51 p.m. on Friday afternoon, I have an hour and a half. I have an hour and 36 minutes. This might turn into like a whole month, because if I think about it, so on Bookly, you can set like your monthly, like how long you want to read for goals, and I usually go 24 hours. Like, that's whole day. That's pretty cool, blah, blah, blah. I usually hit it by the second week. So now I'm kind of terrified that this is just going to be a long vlog, and that's going to be absolutely upsetting. Anyways, I did come up with another book that I need to read during all of this. Okay, you're going to laugh. Hold on. I have This Spells Love. It's just the dust cover. This Spells Love. I'm almost done. And then I really want to read Powerless. So this is like number 1 up on TBR for this. And then I have book club that's coming up, and I got very fortunate that I bought this like a year ago. I had no desire to read it. So the March book club is celebrating Women's History Month, and so we chose the Alice Network. I actually forgot to vote. Like, I forgot to vote. Can't be upset. The Alice Network, I guess it's a Reese's book club pick. Got at the used bookstore down the road for $5. I need to read that one, and this seems like a pretty hefty boy and small words. She's pregnant? That one might move up to number 1 in the pile. I don't like to read them too close to too far before book club, because then I'll forget them. I like to kind of finish them like 3 or 4 days before book club. And I can't remember when we're having book club next. Oh Lord. March 13th. I think I have enough time. Okay, now if I get through those 2, I'll come up. Oh, I actually do have 2 on my Kindle. So I have Once Upon a Broken Heart, and then I also have Rock in a Hard Place by Juliana Smith. Just came out, I think, yesterday or the day before, the 21st. That sounds about right. So I have those 2 to read. So Rock in a Hard Place, that is a contemporary romance. Most likely will be closed door, which I'm very cool with. And then I also have that second book in the Knock 'Em Out series. So that's 3 Kindle books right there. Here's 2 physical ones. Back in January, I went to an event by like a nonprofit bookstore near where I work, and 2 of the authors that were there, these are their books that were on sale. And so this one is The Weekend Retreat. I actually got to meet this author, and she was so cool. She was so fun. She showed us like the pictures of the floor plan of this mansion that her son drew because he wants to be an architect. It was so cool to talk to her. Okay, and I didn't meet this author, but they're both thrillers. And so there's this one. This is how we end things. It looks creepy. So these are my 4 physical ones that I've kind of decided on for this, plus the one I'm currently reading, and then my the 2 on my Kindle. Not counting any audiobooks, but I want to give you like an audiobook update because like I'm really tempted. Okay, so I'm on chapter 18 of It's One of Us. I love it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think we just met the killer. I love the drama. So the guy like donated to a sperm bank in college. Apparently now he has 28 kids. His wife and him are struggling with infertility. Had like 6 miscarriages. So it deals with that grief. So maybe this book wouldn't be a good one for you if those are sensitive topics, along with like sperm donation. And there's so many like little moving parts, and they're getting like tossed together. Also, the wife of the donor, Olivia, she works in my field, not marketing, but like home construction. And so it's kind of funny to hear her talk about her tradesmen. And I'm like, oh yeah, that would be really, like, I know what that would feel like. And I can imagine like the state that this house is in, because I was just in one earlier today. The audiobook is very well done. I don't know what it is, but I've been getting really well done audiobooks, and like I've never wanted to like career shift more and become an audiobook narrator. I don't think anybody would want that, you know, but like, oh my gosh, How cool. I might start following like the narrators to listen to the books that they've narrated, because this one's really good. This is a long check-in, hour and 36 minutes. Hopefully I get to like 5 hours by tonight. That would be really chill if I read 4 hours today. But I think I'm either going to be 1, working late, or 2, when I do get done with work today, I'm gonna need painting time with my audiobook. It's been a week, it's been 2 days, and I'm frustrated, and there needs to be like a support group. Jury's out on this thing. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's really cool. It is nice. I found that I had to like double click. So I don't think I'm supposed to have to be doing that. So maybe I read the instructions wrong and I'm gonna have to try it again, because the instructions are very weird. That's all I've got. Got a delicious lunch from Kava. If you haven't been to Kava, you need to go to Kava. Okay, that's all I have. You are not my therapist. I think I need to like, is that my new motto? This is a big freaking stack. This is a big stack for me. So I'm gonna go get on it. I'm not gonna check in with you guys until I have 5 hours. 5. Okay. Bye. Okay, hey guys. So it is like 5:40 on Saturday, what, the 24th? Yes, February 24th. So let's see, where do I want to start? So, oh, I wanted to show you the time. So I'm at 5 hours, 33 minutes. So that's pretty good. I finished, okay, I didn't read that much yesterday. I finished This Spells Love. It's on my bookshelf over there. In the corner, you can't see it, but I finished that last night. Rated it 3, and like, I usually only do halves, but I wanted to like give it like 3.75 stars, 3 3/4 stars, because it was a really good book. I just felt like the ending kind of rushed when she went back to her own timeline. Like, the things between her and Dax were a little bit too rushed. Also, I didn't like to find out what like the other Gemma did. Anyways, so I wanted to start off like with today, and this one has been like really bothering me. So today like hasn't really been the day I wanted it to be, which is a bit frustrating. Like, yes, I've gotten to kind of spend the day and chill out and like read for like 3.5 or 4 hours, which that's awesome. I also started Powerless, okay? Really have not been into reading my Kindle today. I wanted to kind of talk to you about something that happened earlier this morning. Well, and last night. And honestly, I'm really surprised I did finish This Spells Love last night. I'm trying to think of like a good way to do this and like, I guess, to be kind to myself about it. I have chronic migraines, and I don't talk about it a lot because it sometimes like feels silly to talk about, I guess. I have chronic migraines. You know, most people my age have probably only have had like, what, like 2, maybe 3 migraines. And they're like a monthly occurrence for me. Like, I get them a couple times a month. It's genetic, nothing at all to do like with my diet, with my exercise amount, with my cycle. I've had them since I was about 12, so for 13 years at this point, I've been dealing with them. Over half my life, I've had migraines like every month. There's no rhyme or reason to anything that I eat, anything that I do, screen time, nothing. They just will hit. So last night I felt one coming on, but I had a glass of red wine while I was doing my painting by numbers and listening to my audiobook, and you kind of can't take like any medicine with red wine. It's really bad with your liver to do that. And so I stupidly was like, oh, it's just, you know, like a little headache from a busy and stressful week. You know, I'm gonna have a glass of wine, I'm gonna have like a really protein heavy dinner with like lots of grains, and that should take care of the headache. By the time it was like 9:30 or 10, I felt it coming on around 4. I also had a lot of sugar. I made cookies last night and I ate probably 5 of them. And so everything that I did just exacerbated the headache. And at that point I should have just been like, hey, you've been through this enough. It's gonna turn into a migraine. Just like prep for it and like set an alarm for the middle of the night to take your medicine. And so I didn't do that, obviously. And I woke up with, I was talking about this earlier. I don't think I've had a migraine that severe in at least 6 months. I have like the auras and like flashes of lights that will come. And then also I get like extreme nausea and obviously like sensitive to sound. And it was so bad, like I started crying, which made it worse. At a point, like I usually get like nauseous and that's normal for my migraines. But today, like while feeling so bad and crying, I was so nauseous. Like I literally had to run to the bathroom. I did take my medicine. It was so bad I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital this morning. And like I haven't set up a doctor to kind of take care of this where I'm at. Today also kind of taught me that lesson that I needed to. Anyway, so my body took care of me and made me pass out almost right after I took my medicine for like 2 or 3 hours, and I woke up and it was very minimal and I could deal with my life. It was really scary earlier today. And so I have been taking it easy. That's why I haven't really been reading on my Kindle today. I've been trying to like monitor my screen time and just kind of what's around me. I am still taking my medicine like on its time schedule because kind of when it starts wearing off, I can still feel that it's there. It's like it's still there, and I know it is because my body's just exhausted. I'm in comfy clothes. I took a nice long like self-care shower. I didn't want to eat breakfast. I didn't want to eat lunch, but I have a great boyfriend. He made me eat breakfast, and so he went out and he got like really good bagels. And so I'm about to drive and go get pizza. I probably would have had like more hours, and I can't beat myself up about that. Like this is just something that I deal with, and I do see people with like chronic migraines out in the world, but I've never like truly been vocal about it. Like hardly anybody at my work knows about it. I can work through a lot of pain, and like my mild migraines, because like they're definitely on a scale for me, my mild ones I can work through. I'll just work from home because I did not trust myself to be able to walk up and go to the bathroom, if that tells you anything where I was at. And my boyfriend definitely was like a caretaker in that moment, and I could have survived on my own, yes, but it was probably the most afraid I've been having a migraine. And maybe that's just because like I've matured and I've realized, you know, like the physical repercussions that these can have and like all the things that could go wrong. But all of that is just to say, like, I've had a pretty decent day, all things considered. It only took up my morning. It's, yeah, like 5:45 now, I guess, or something like that. I've been talking on here for a while for a check-in. I'm at 5 hours. I'll check in with you guys again when I hit 10 hours, but I'm about 150 pages into Powerless, and I've been annotating it. My pretty purple ones. If you didn't know, purple is my favorite color. Gonna focus. There we go. Pretty purple. I am liking this book. I picked it up because I saw a couple other booktubers reading it and like raving about it, and it's just really sucked me in. Like it's been really good and just a good way to get my mind off stuff. The banter's really cute. I really like Peyton. I really like Kai. The world is really interesting. The world building's really well done. Their histories are really well fleshed out, I think. Even for being like, I'm gonna say like 38% of the way through. I don't even think that's right, but whatever. Really good. I think I'm also gonna finish Just for the Summer tonight. I don't want to lose my Kindle reading streak. I'm on like 100 days or something like that. 130 maybe. I'll read on that, and I only have like 30 minutes left in the book, really. I'll probably do that before bed if I'm still feeling okay. I don't even know if I'll keep all of that like personal healthy stuff in. The light's making me look a lot worse often I do. Yeah, also anybody who has like a pet and they have like any type of medical condition, or even if you've just had like a sick day where you haven't felt good, you'll know like what I'm talking about. But it's like Franklin knew from like midnight on that I was not feeling good, because he came up and he laid like right beside my head, and it was so bad. Like I was grabbing my head and being like, it's just too much, could not sleep, which then compounded. And so if you're watching this and I keep this in and you have chronic migraines and you are a reader, I completely understand where you're at and the struggle with having migraines, how exhausting it is, and like the mental toll it takes on you. And just like a reminder to take care of your body and to listen to your body. Yeah, so I've never really talked about this. I'm not very open about it. I want to check back in with you guys when I'm at like 10 or 12 hours. I think 12 hours would be a better one. I have 7 more hours of reading to do. I'd be really happy if I got that tomorrow. I'm really excited to be reading this book. I'm really happy I picked it up. I'm really also happy I decided to annotate it because it's really cute and it's making me just like feel more connected to the characters and everything. And I know I just published a blog post on this, but if you haven't tried annotating, just invest like $7 into the supplies and just kind of enjoy it, because there's no right or wrong way to do it. I'm just gonna keep sitting here, gonna order pizza, and I need to get out of the house. So I'm just kind of gonna go drive and pick up the pizza here in a little bit. Okay, so my copy has 497. That's 500, so around 250. Chapter 29 for me. So I'm that far away from halfway. Boyfriend got called in to work tonight, so I'm just kind of hanging out and having a good time by myself, which means more reading time and pizza time. That was a little bit more honest than I wanted to be. All right, well, I'll see you guys at 12 hours or 10 hours, whichever one I'm kind of more feeling up to, so bye. Hello, it's been a while. So today is Tuesday. Is it the 28th? 27th of February, and it's around like 4:30 in the afternoon. So you might be wondering what happened. Lordy, because I told you I would check in at like hour 10 or 12 or something on Saturday night. Also, this looks really gross. It's an energy drink, it's a Red Bull, but for some reason it didn't fill up my whole cup and it looks like beer. Anyways, I got it to do my cricket on and I got too excited about it. I am roughly 11 hours in. Okay, so I guess I can update you guys. On Sunday, I finished reading Just for the Summer. I'm not going to be doing a video review of it. I'll put up a review on Goodreads and most likely on my blog. I feel like that one kind of tricked me because there was nothing in the synopsis that made it sound like it was Christian fiction. Also, the love aspect just like wasn't there. It was like, yeah, we like hanging out and then we got married. Like they didn't get married, but it made it sound, it was kind of like, not my fave. I think I gave that one like 2.5 stars. Also, one of the main characters was Jackie was a whiny little bitch who was selfish and mean and hateful. So that's all on that one. I don't love talking bad about a book when I think somebody else will enjoy it. You're all here for, you know, like what I'm reading next. I did not finish Powerless. I'm still, I think I'm around like page 300. And then I started reading, on my Kindle, I started reading Rock in a Hard Place by Juliana Smith. If that sounds familiar to you, I reviewed one of her books, Baggage Claim. It was one of my first videos. She kind of does like clean but like steamy and, you know, like, so that's the one I'm reading. I'm about 40% of the way through that one right now. Kind of excited. I've not been getting as much reading done as I was hoping for because on Sunday, Love is Blind. Yeah, so season 6 obviously came out. I'm catching up so I can talk to one of my friends about it. Oh, hi. This guy. There's the camera. This guy. The middle of recording. So Rock in a Hard Place. So I started reading that one, did my thing at the gym with my little clicker. Really have been enjoying that 40% of the way in. I think I only have like 3 hours left. So pretty good for me. And then I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about Love is Blind. So we started watching Love is Blind Sunday night. And then on, yeah, so I didn't get as much reading done because Love is Blind season 6 and I was waiting to catch up and then the drama was so good. And then from there we fell into another Netflix rabbit hole of the new Avatar Last Airbender like live action series on Netflix, which is actually, I'm really enjoying it. They took a lot of liberties. I was not paying attention to episode 3 because my attention span is like 0 lately. So I need to rewatch that one. Yeah, so just not much reading has been happening. So hopefully tonight I can read and set aside some time to read Powerless. And I would honestly love to finish it, but I don't think that's realistic for tonight. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. After Powerless, I think I wanted to read, I don't know what it was. I have them here. I have a couple other thrillers I want to read for some more review videos, and they've just been sitting on my shelf for a while, so let's read them. So I'm 11 hours in. I have what, 13 hours to go? I'm not even halfway through. So when should I talk to you guys again? Well, my goal is to have read 24 hours by Saturday. So I would have been doing this for over a week, like 9 days, 10 days. 10 days would be Sunday, I think. Goal, Saturday or Sunday. I think tonight I can get to 14 hours. Tomorrow is Wednesday and probably get to 17 or 18. Thursday, I don't know why I'm trying to do this. I can't do math for some reason. My brain just has not been doing good with calendars and math. And I guess I'll check in with you guys, what we want to say, hour 15? I think that's a pretty It's 4 hours away, so maybe I can do that. Maybe. God. All right, see you guys later. Bye. All right, so I think it's been a couple days. So today is Monday, March 4th, and I wanted to give an update on how this like never-ending read-a-thon is going for me. Okay, so I think last time I checked in, I was at like 12 or 15. That sounds about right. Anyways, I'm at 20 hours. Very good. And so I finished, oh, what were they? The last couple books I read. Finished Rock in a Hard Place. I still have about, I only have that much left of Powerless. So I'm hoping I can finish it tonight, but I'm not too upset. I started reading Everyone is Watching on Bookly. Here's the cover. Okay, so Everyone is Watching. I'm really liking it. I started technically Saturday night, but I fell asleep 2% in. So I'm saying I started on Sunday, and I'm like 45% of the way in. And today I started off at breakfast with like 28%, and I got 45. So it's a really good book. It's really fast paced. I think all the clips and stuff that I was seeing said that it was like Big Brother, like a thriller, kind of all combined in one. And I'm watching all the pieces kind of starting to like come together. It's really good. But I guess I'll leave like my final verdict for when I finish the book, which will, according to Kindle and Bookly, I only have like 3 hours left of reading it. So I could finish either of these books tonight, I think. And so I wanted to talk about last time. So I gave myself a lot of grief. Just being like, I'm not reading as much as I want, as fast as I want. And like, I'm an adult. I do this as a hobby. I read as a hobby, and then I make videos and Instagram posts and blog posts about reading as a hobby. I work a full-time job. I have a life. You know, I have stuff going on. I'm not counting audiobooks for this. That would be too easy. I would have already been done at this point, I think. But one of my other hobbies is I like doing paintings, and I like having my audiobooks going while I'm doing my painting. This weekend, I kind of did that a little bit more. I kind of hung out with my boyfriend a little bit more. So it's okay. I'm not a full-time booktuber or bookstagrammer, book influencer, whatever you want to call it. I'm not full-time. Yeah, if I was full-time and I couldn't hit 24 hours within 1 week, I would be really disappointed. But 40 hours of my week has to go to somewhere else. And I just like have to kind of accept that and be okay with it. So I'm trying to do that. But I have 4 hours left. And I think the last 4 hours will just be these 2 books. Honestly, according to Bookly, I think that really will be it. And hopefully, I don't think today I'll hit 24 hours. I think it'll be tomorrow. But we're in the home stretch. I did get a good idea for another video. I think it would be really fun, like 5 thriller books that I've been wanting to read. I have some of them in hard copy, and I want to go to the library of Barnes & Noble and get them. But read 5 of like the most popular thrillers on Book Talk and do a vlog of that. So instead of just doing like reading, like weekly reading vlogs, I think doing kind of like a theme to them, like this 24-hour, I think it's a little bit more fun. I have got to go. I have to work, and I have to drive somewhere for a meeting today. And I'm running late because Everyone is Watching. Kind of took up an hour and a half of my morning. Yeah. I also want to get a Starbucks. Getting a Starbucks, but I'm making and packing my lunch. Also, I'm going to the gym after this meeting. Gym time means I get to read on my phone with my little clicker. And that is the best hour I can spend of my day. Like, honestly, yeah, I'm working out. Yeah, I hate every moment of it, but I get to read my book uninterrupted and not feel guilty or lazy for reading. But here's one of my finished paintings. I finished it, I think, on Thursday. It's a paint by numbers. I could not paint this. My boyfriend does woodworking as a hobby. That's his hobby. I have mine, he has his. We do not ask questions. He was like, hey, do you want to make an easel because your back always hurts when you're doing your paintings? We can build you an easel. So he built me an easel. I'll show you in a second, but now I'm on to like another paint by numbers. Here, I want to show you the easel. It's really cool. Look at that. It even, okay, this is the library right now, but look, it has the hinge, has a string. It's my TBR pile. And then over here, that is 2 bookshelves that will eventually go right over here. And then I have a fireplace console I want to put over here. And then I want to move those shelves. That is a walk-in closet, so we kind of can't block it. I want to move those shelves somewhere over there. I want to get a love seat, and then I want to get a rug. And then I also want to replace the light. I found a much cuter one that is a ceiling fan but does not look like one. Yeah, I think I want to keep the chair. I like the chair. It's a fun vibe. It has pockets on the side. It has the ottoman. I want to get rid of that. Yeah, we also need to find a place to store the cushions for the outdoor reading chair. But yeah, that is my bookshelves. The actual shelves are right there. My easel. So it's supposed to be like stained glass hydrangeas. So that's kind of all I have right now. But yeah, so I did another fun hobby that did include reading. Hopefully I will finish this challenge tonight or tomorrow and I can do a final update. That was wonky, but okay. Bye guys. But I am at just about 21 hours. I'm still in my gear get up because I do not feel like changing, you know? And it is, I want to pull up the weather for you guys. I mean, you'll see my location. Okay. But it's 65 degrees here and it's March. So somebody from the Midwest, it usually snows the first week of March where I'm from. So this is amazing. I've got a little jacket on. I've got Powerless. I'm going to try to finish reading it. And then I also have my little Coke. Also, I don't know what to Cricut onto my cup. Like, I have no idea. So if you have any suggestions, please tell me what to Cricut on my cup and I'll probably do it because I've got 0 ideas, but it's fun. Hate filming the ends of these vlogs because it's like I don't really know what to do. It's March 6th. It's about 9 in the morning. I have to be somewhere in a little bit for work. I have officially finished my 24-hour reading challenge. I technically finished it last night. I just didn't have the clock going while I was reading. And so I finished it this morning technically. I only had like 30 minutes left. Here it is. Nice and official. 24 hours. So I just wanted to go like over the books that I read and the ratings that I gave them on Goodreads. And I'm also going to include the audiobooks, even though that didn't count for my actual time. Oh my God, guys. My brain, like literally yesterday, my brain was Swiss cheese. Like, and even this morning it is. And I don't know if it's just like something like Mercury's in retrograde. I don't know. I think I might be like in need of a break. Like I need a time to be without work because I haven't really had a break since New Year's. And I think my body's starting to tell me like, if you don't take a break, you're gonna get burnt out and it's gonna be worse. So thankfully in like 2 weeks, I have like a little vacation coming up. So yeah, so my brain's Swiss cheese. So yeah, it's not a surprise I forgot to record. Okay, so I was probably about 50% of the way or more through This Spells Love by Kate Robb. That was the first book I read and I rated it 4 stars. It was very cute. It's One of Us. That was an audiobook by J.T. Ellison and I listened to that like in under 24 hours. Like I started on a Friday, finished it on a Saturday. And that was an audiobook. I enjoyed it. Next up, Just for the Summer by Melody Carlson. That was an ARC on my Kindle and it just was not my favorite. I gave it 2.5 stars. The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. That was an audiobook and I gave it 3.5 stars, maybe 3. The ending just like wasn't my favorite, but the story to get to the ending was great. So but that was an audiobook. Rock in a Hard Place by Juliana Smith. Okay, Rock in a Hard Place by Juliana Smith. I rated this one 4 stars. I did enjoy it. And then on Monday, I didn't even talk about this because it was after like I did it, but I finished Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I guess this is her debut novel and holy cow, it was so good. It was so good and I can't wait for the second one to come out this summer, but I gave that one 4.5 stars. It was just so enjoyable to read and Kai was just so cute. I hate the ending. I hate that all the stuff that was revealed because I just want him to live like happily ever after. And so that's kind of the funny thing being like a contemporary romance reader and a fantasy romance reader because you're like, oh, they're gonna live happily ever after. And in fantasy ones, you're kind of like, oh, ooh, yeah, that was messy. Because that happened in Powerless. It happened in Heartless Hunter. The last 2 fantasy books I've read, it's happened and it's like really sad and upsetting. But that one was really, really good. I can't wait for the second one because like at the end of that book, you got like the first chapter of the second book and now I'm like, holy cow, I'm ready. So Powerless by Lauren Roberts, I finished that one. And then I also, last night, I finished Everyone is Watching by Heather Gudenkoff. So I finished that one and I gave it 3.5 stars. The ending was a little bit disappointing, I guess, but the story to get there was really good. It's around 5 hours a book, I guess, 4.8. It's been about 2 weeks. This has been like me reading in real life, realistically, what I can get done as I'm kind of beginning to near burnout and recognizing that I'm nearing burnout. So that is what I can read as an adult with a full-time job, with a life. Yeah, I will say one thing that has been really good for me is starting to go to the gym more regularly and kind of persuading myself to go to the gym by buying that little like clicker thing. It was like 20 bucks on Amazon. So for me to go to the gym, that was a good motivation. Also, I put like a stipulation on it just so that I can have like my phone out and read on my like Kindle app as I'm on the treadmill. That was because it's like, okay, I'm going to the gym for an hour, but I also get an hour of reading time. I can like get my energy out and also just relax in a way and read and do what I really like to do. So if I go to the gym 3 times a week, I get a book. Last week I only went twice, so I did not get a book. But the week before I did go 3 times, so I got Powerless. You see how it works? So that's something that's like kind of helping slow down my burnout, I think. Yeah, I need to edit some videos. I want to get this one up on Friday, and then I have a plan to start another reading vlog. I guess I can kind of talk about it here. I have 2 of Lucy Foley's books. So I have The Hunting Party and The Guest List. So I think this week, once I go on Thursday to the gym, I will risk my little credit that I give myself, and I am gonna go get The Paris Apartment. And I think my next reading vlog that I do, I'm gonna read all 3 of her books, because I think she has a 4th one coming out soon. I saw it on NetGalley. And fingers crossed I get it. It's okay if I don't. I'll just get it whenever it comes out. But I've had this one for years, haven't read it. And then I got this one through like book club at an exchange, and then I need to get The Paris Apartment. But so I'm gonna do that as my next little like reading vlog, read through Lucy Foley's 3 books. And all of them kind of have like the same, I think it's like, oh, what is that called? It's kind of like secluded. Is it secluded? It's like when they can't get access to the outside world, one of those thriller mysteries. So yeah, thank you if you made it all the way through this reading vlog. You've really watched me like go downhill, I feel like. All right, well, my battery is dying, so I will say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. If you are looking for more bookish content, consider subscribing to my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a like. I also have a Bookstagram page that I post to regularly, side-eye. But thank you all for watching once again. I hope maybe this has inspired you to do your own 24-hour reading challenge. It was fun to kind of track it that way. So, and I feel like I got a lot of reading done, and it put a lot of things in perspective, and I just had fun kind of catching up with you guys. So I will see you all later. Alrighty, bye guys.